don't even know where. Oh, right here?
Yes.
All right. So speaking of morons, like I said.
No, we won't want to call him a moron.
He's a moron.
Well, I'm thinking because of what he's doing. They said he's a lot of issues where it could cause things to happen to him because of this surgery he had.
Anyway, he's a moron.
He went out of the
Georgia
country.
man paid $80,000 for a painful limb lengthening surgery after crushed rejected him. A crush. A girl, he's a moron. A girl rejected him. He's 5'6".
5'6".
A girl who he liked rejected him and said he was too short. So he decided to spend $80,000.
Went out of the country.
Went out of the country because nobody here is going to do that. Rehab.
No, they said, they would do it, but they wouldn't work with him for rehab.
Rehab, right.
Whereas the other country did.
Because he wanted to feel like a new man.
And he's 6 feet now.
I'm sorry, 5'5". He wasn't even 5'6". After his crush thought he was too short at 5'5", Denzel Seegers, 27, underwent a painful limb lengthening surgery on his legs.
Oh, Lord.
Re-limbing him to be 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
He don't think nobody gonna notice that. They gonna think he got stilts on.
We've
seen him his whole life. He 5'5". All of a sudden, he show up 6 foot tall.
He's 20-something, so it's not like he's a teenager still growing. He's a grown man, and he comes back 6 feet tall.
A Georgia native is feeling like a new man after spending more than $80,000 on a limb lengthening surgery in order to become half a foot taller. A 27-year-old former Navy medic, so he was in the Navy, opened up on social media about undergoing the procedure in December because he was rejected by a woman for being 5 foot tall. Why can't he just date a little petite girl?
I don't know. Kurt Franklin didn't have problems finding his pretty wife.
Prince.
And he's not an ugly man.
There's a lot of little petite women that would love him.
Look at Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's wife is his wife is 6 foot. And he's 5'3".
He didn't go to no $80,000 surgery to stretch his legs.
And he has the money.
Oh, God.
You know why Kevin Hart wouldn't do that?
Why?
Not only the fact that it hurts, it was painful.
Okay.
We would have jokes for him as comedians for the rest of his life.
Yes.
You are 5'3".
Yes.
And the next time I see you, you are 6 foot tall. And you act in the same movies with Rock, who's 6'1". Rock would go, really?
Really? I gotta look up at you.
Really, Kevin? Really? Really, Kevin?
I said, you gotta talk about this story today. And then he had a little, he spoke about Jesus as far as being okay with us changing ourselves. If there's something that we don't like about it, that's okay if you want to change it.
How come he didn't ask God to make him taller?
Man, you know what? You was not in a car accident where we know surgery may be needed for people who lose their limbs.
Now he's 27.
Oh my goodness.
I have a feeling because technology isn't there yet, he's going to have some issues when he gets older.
They said there's pros and cons with this surgery. When they was talking to him on the news yesterday, he had a walker. So he's still in rehab. But things could happen. It can be a bone. They said he can have
a blood clot.
Anything. Bone poisoning. All kinds of stuff can happen to him. But no, because of reject from one girl or two girls.
Who is this woman?
I don't know.
Papa, who that woman?
And she probably still don't want him.
Why would she want a crazy leg man? Now he's crazy leg.
Wasn't that a dance?
Do the leg. Do the stanky leg. He's a stanky leg man now. Why would she want him?
She's still.
Does he think Tuesday he shows up at the bar 5'5"? Hey,
remember
you want to talk to me?
Remember me? You had to look down.
Now you're looking up at me now.
What you think?
And she gonna say,
like me now?
Okay, she gonna say, well, last month when I looked down and said I don't like you, now I can look up and say I still don't like you.
$80,000 for this surgery.
If anything, I dislike you more.
Yes.
You probably had a chance.
Oh my God.
At 5'5".
That goes back to the whole saying about really not, if you don't like yourself, that's serious. Some people have serious issues with not liking themselves to this major change. Okay. Is that
Are you on this page? Because that's the picture. Do that picture of him. Keep going. Wait a minute, I think is that one. That's him now.
You know what? He still looked the same. 5'5" or 6'1". I don't know. What was he going through?
He is short though.
No.
I'm looking at the first picture. But that's not worth him doing all of that.
We just named short men who still
he could have got a little
still
girl.
Dating women. And if you are a sure person about yourself, no matter how tall, I've even talked to little people. We don't say the politically correct. We don't say the M word. We say little people. I've met one that was at my job, and they were comfortable in their skin. They were little people.
Prince was small.
Well, not they. I'm talking about little. They were like midgets. Like we don't say the word midget
small
anymore.
People.
Small people, little people.
Little people.
He was real short. Real okay.
And he can find a woman that is, or a tall woman that don't care.
Thank you.
And look at his t-shirt. Size matters. So he always had a problem.
Yeah. Size matter. We'll see how this, if he does okay and nothing happens with his surgery. We're gonna be watching him. God forbid if he breaks his leg. He pay $80,000 and he get in an accident.
And you go right back to 5'5". You know what? You know what he's like. Remember that movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Which one?
And
he's been in so many.
No, the one with Samuel Jackson. He was a superhero. He would break his legs and stuff all the time. And what's his name? Die Hard Man.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis was the one that hit the train. He was on the train accident. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was on the train accident. And he was a superhero.
I remember.
And his arch nemesis was Samuel Jackson.
Yes.
Who every time he would stand up or something, he would break a limb.
He would break a limb.
Something would break. He better hope he don't turn into that man.
I know. Woo. Okay. That's a good story because it makes you start thinking about, look at yourself in the mirror. Start loving yourself.
He's stanky leg man now.
Do the stanky leg.
Do the stanky leg. He can't even do that.
I know it. Well, he got to heal.
Those aren't real legs. What do? They put bone or something in there?
They do something with his bone.
Do they put a fake bone maybe?
I don't really know.
They probably put a fake bone, like a stilt inside of him.
Sad.
Like a metal, like how you would do a person whose leg is amputated.
Yes.
They probably put that thing in they probably cut his leg. First of all, they probably cut his legs off.
Because they had to take the foot and the bone to give the limb.
He actually probably had his leg cut off, amputated.
Well,
so they can add a piece on the top and the bottom.
Unless they can do it without you doing that.
How do you do that? Unless you pull the skin from somewhere else. But how do you lengthen it? You got to amputate something.
When you were reading?
We got to look at that. You got to amputate something. How do you make it longer?
That's why it's painful.
He's an idiot.
To be 6 feet. He was 5'5".
Not even like he was. It would be different if he was a little person, like 3 foot tall or something. And he said, "Can I be a regular size, like 5
or like most people, if they've been in accidents where they lose a limb or they whatever? That's when you have those surgeries.
Yeah,
not just because you want to be taller."
If he was in an accident and they had to amputate, and he said, "Why are you doing that? Can I be taller?" Then I would understand.
Because you're doing it anyway.
We're doing it anyway.
Surgery.
I gotta have pain for surgery. I gotta pay for this.
I tell you.
Okay. Yeah, that was dumb.
Okay.
Stanky leg. Somebody said TikTok. Mama said, "I think you ladies are funny and adorable." Okay. Oh, thank you, TikTok Mama.
Thank you.
And on here,
what y'all saying?
Wendy said that what's his name is greedy and desperate. We talked about that. True says they just found partial human remains, which is shocking considering how they died. So you saying they found human remains?
That's what I was asking. Did they find anything from those
for that submarine.
Yes.
She says, I would be scared to run with them legs.
Walking.
He got stinky legs now.
When they were talking to him on the news yesterday, he had a walker. So he's still in rehab.
Charlene says, stop that, laugh out loud. True says, right, just like a lot of breast implants have to be replaced every 20 to 30
Some
years.
of them rupture inside.
Or are you 80 years old with breasts right here?
Yeah.
Nobody believes that.
No. Gravity. Everything just...
If you got to replace them, to me, don't replace them. Just let them go so you can be more natural.
Just wear a support bra when they can be up. Lift them up.
True says, I'm sure there has to be some maintenance or issues that may arise with this guy's
That's
legs.
what they said. There's pros and cons with that. He could get some disease. It can an infection. A lot of stuff can happen to him.
True says, which this is true. What's he gonna do if somebody else rejects him? Go fix something else?
Thank you. You gonna run to the doctors and always have surgery? They may not like your smile.
You do got big teeth.
They may say that.
I have spaces between my teeth.
You can't do, no. I'm sorry, dude.
Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Now watch me whip. Now watch me. He can't even whip a nay-nay. He can't even whip a nay-nay. Ooh, watch me. He got to dance at the table.
You know what?
Ooh, watch me. Watch me. Ooh.
He's in rehab.
Watch me.
We're going to watch him. That's
do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Look at my 6 foot tall leg. Yeah. Do the stanky leg.
They added 4 inches. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
He can't even stand up. All right. Where's my next one? Where we at with time?
We over.
Oh, okay. Let's do let's go to the end. To the
You doing a tick?